Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're gonna talk about how you can train your social skills and be able to putting yourself out there. This is a special video because we're gonna jump into an interview with my friend where we're talking about why people are feeling lonely and not able to put themselves out there despite of all these opportunities there are in this world with the technology and everything. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe because I'm uploading new videos to my YouTube channel each week. So make sure to subscribe because that way you will be notified when there's new video for you. So stay on till the end because this interview will really help you out and give you a new perspective of what you can do to stop feeling lonely and start putting yourself out there and exploring the world and getting to know new people. So let's crack right into it. I'm sitting here with my international friend Alberto, and we're talking about why people are feeling lonely and don't have an active social life, and what keeps them from achieving this and putting themselves out there and meeting new people. So, what do you think is one of the reasons they can't put themselves out there and meet new people?
Hi guys, thank you for Jacob to inviting me here. Thank you so much. And I'm really glad to be here. And I'm basically based in New Zealand. So today I'm gonna have some interesting discussion with Jacob. And that's actually a really interesting question. The reason why that most of people right now that actually feel lonely because number one thing that people always focus on the phone right now. I mean, if you see that people try to use like social media like Tinder and those things. I mean, we're living in a great modern world right now, but the problem is that like people are not interacting in the real life. They just like focus on the phone and they're using social media and Tinder to interact with other people, and that's the reason that it might be because they are lonely. But I think the best way that people should start to actually like go out and actually meet like real people in real life if you want to actually improve your social skill and also be able to meet real people out there.
Yeah, I think it's a great point because a lot of people are just used to using our phones to interact with people, so we slowly but steadily forget how to talk to people in real life, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's really sad, right? I mean, what I see right now that every time I go out for dinner in the nice restaurant, after that I see a couple, they don't even talk to each other. They just like sitting on the table, just looking on each other phones, and it's actually really sad because they are not really being in the present. They are not really being in the moment and really appreciate the time together. You know what I mean? And I see this happens a lot since like the last couple of years. So I think people should change the lifestyle. They actually need to have a proper conversation with other people because I can see that right now when people actually walking in the park, gardens, or outside, like they don't even like interact with each other. I mean, like people not greeting each other anymore because everybody's on the phone and it's like so bad.
Yeah. And this is the things that's happening with the society because we get used to doing everything on the phone. Like we can order food from home, from the phone. We can work from home, and all this we can do because of the technology. But it also makes us like bad at interacting with people and like greeting people.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So how do you think people can get themselves out there and interacting more with people?
The best easy way, and this is like based on my experience because before like back in 5 years ago I was like a super shy guy and I'm really into games and I'm also really into like technology, so I don't really have much interaction with many people and I have to actually change and improve my social skill. So the best way that you can do as people who want to start learn social skill, or let's say you want to improve your dating or social skill, I think the best way is go out there. Like that's like an easy answer. And the easy way that you can do is start to join like outside activities. I mean, it can be like go to the salsa classes, or let's say go to the quiz, where people actually meet up and have some nice conversation and for party. And those kind of places, one of the biggest opportunity for you to actually meet like people in real life, and you
Yeah,
can actually start interacting with people, right?
yeah, I
Or
agree.
for those of you who love traveling, the best way to actually meet people is stay in backpacker, because there's like hundreds of international travelers actually staying in the backpacker, and that's like the best way to actually connect with people, because it's easy to connect with people in backpackers because they have a same goal and same mission, because they want to travel, right? They want to explore
Yeah, yeah. So
that
it's
part of the
all
place.
so it's
So
all about creating that environment for yourself. That way, it forces yourself to interact with people, putting yourself out there so you will interact with people, right? I love what you
yeah,
say that doing the backpacker, then you're forcing to interact with people and you will meet a lot of like-minded people, right? I did that two
yeah,
years ago. I did myself. I put myself out there and visit Chile and Argentina, and I didn't know a word Spanish, but I would thought to myself, okay, let's do this. This will be a new experience. So what happened was when I came to Chile, there was just people around me all the time. I hang out with people all the time, and people were so friendly because we were on the same boat. We were all traveling from different countries, and it was just so easy to interact with people. So I think this is a lot where people are missing these days. They're too caught up in their phones and doing Netflix and doing, lonely activities. So they have to take the first step and put themselves out there, right?
yeah. I 100% agree with it, because the biggest problem right now, I think people, they tend to stay in the comfort zone. They just don't want to actually put themselves outside of the comfort zone. I think like that's the most important thing. So for those of you probably who've been living in the same city for your entire life, and you feel like your life is not going anywhere and your social skill is not improving, try to go out and travel somewhere like for a few weeks, or at least like 2 3 weeks, or maybe a month if you can. And that's actually gonna boost up a lot your social skill, because when you're actually staying in the backpacker, as Jacob said, that you have some kind of like something that actually really pushing you out, that they actually need to interact with people, because you kind of like you're not familiar with that place, so you want to actually like meet people who actually have the same goal with you.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
think like that's like one of the best way to actually improve your social skill,
yeah.
like
So it's all about
traveling is like
trying
one
new
of them.
things out. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
What have really helped you gaining confidence and putting yourself out there?
Number one thing is you're gonna have to talk to people.
Yeah,
Like just go out and talk to people, because I mean some people have some kind of like anxiety when
yeah,
they actually meet the new people. But when you actually start like get to know people and actually talk to people, I mean the anxiety I mean it's gonna become less and less, because like we as a human, that we designed to have an anxiety, you cannot like eliminate that anxiety, because that's like part of us. So don't try to actually take a control of that, because you will never control the anxiety, right? Because what you have to do is try to welcome that, because that's like part of your nature, right? It's a natural thing to have an anxiety, and it's nothing wrong with that. I think the best way is you're gonna have to actually go. This is the same like warm up, right? I mean, if you do like some exercise sport at the gym or any kind of sport, you're gonna have to do warm up first before you're actually doing a real proper exercise, right? I mean, so it's kind of
yeah,
like a same concepts,
yeah, yeah.
So you
So
can actually apply that in the social skill practice in
yeah,
real life.
yeah. So it's all about put it into practice and taking small steps at a time that will bring you further. And once you do it, you can make it a little bit more difficult. Then you grow and build habits of you talking to people, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
also I think the easy way, before we actually like try to tell people, hey, go out and travel, or go to the salsa classes, or go to some sport activities, the best way for you right now, if you want to improve your social skill, for those of you who are professionals who actually, let's say, busy, that let's say you are working from 9 to 5 job, start to talk people inside your office, because I see a trend that so many professionals, they only talk like maybe to one colleague or two colleagues, but they don't even talk to everyone. Get to know everyone in your place first.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are university student, I mean, like, because this is experience with myself as well, like, when you're sitting in a class, you only talk to people who are only next to you, then you don't even talk with another classmate.
Yeah.
So start like a baby step before you're actually doing something like big, like you need to go out and something like that. Start like build your social circle in your everyday life, start from the baby steps.
I love
I think
that
like,
point. Yeah, I love that point, and that's also what I'm teaching my clients to use their current environment to build social habits, to interact with people around them, because it has a huge impact. Then they learn how to interact with people, and then it will become easier for them to interact with new people as well. I know you.
yeah,
This is the stuff you're gonna teach your clients as well, right?
yeah, basically, because like what I teach is actually to find a dream partner.
Yeah.
So that's what I teach. So basically, never underestimate about your social circle that you meet every day, no matter from your class or your office or maybe in your gym or whatsoever, because those people might have some network that's someone that you can connect with, right? So never underestimate people actually surround you, because those people is an asset for you to actually meet another people.
Yeah.
So use that asset, because those asset is free, right?
Yeah.
Because you have the same excuses with them, because you probably study together or maybe work together or doing some exercise together. So you have some common topic that you can start to open with before you're actually building a proper connection with someone, right? So
Yeah.
it's easier for you to connect with those people.
Yeah, I agree. And also one point we can make here, that your environment, people you have met before, they have been new to you at some point. So at some point it was new and uncomfortable for you, but now you're comfortable talking with them. And it's the same with strangers. You just have to make the first move, right, and start interacting with more people.
Yeah, I think there is nothing awkward to actually talk to people, right? Everything is just in our mind, because sometimes our mind is just creating something that is actually not true, because we kind of like thinking that every time we approach people that, oh, this is awkward, this is weird, this is something is not right, because it's just like we playing in our mind. But the fact is, when you actually start like approach people and actually you talk to them, the fact is actually completely different than in our mind, right? Because everything will feel that it's going well, because that's what I experience and what I feel about every time I'm approaching new people and new strangers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And that is also a big part of the learning experience, to also be okay being awkward and that it's maybe little bit awkward from time to time. Then you grow and learn how to be less awkward. And then you also learn how to not care that it sometimes becomes awkward. Because
Yeah,
if you're not
100%.
putting yourself out there because you're worried that you will get rejected and it will be awkward, then guess what? Nothing will change. But if you do put yourself out there, then you will have experience with it and you will learn to stop caring. Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, rejection is your best friend.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to improve your social skill or maybe your dating skill, like, rejection is your best friend. I
Yeah.
mean, if you don't want to get rejected, stay at home, and you might not find your dream partner or maybe your friends. So, I mean, you're gonna have to push yourself out there and be out of your comfort zone. Like, try something new. And what Jacob mentioned is 100% correct, that you're gonna have to feel the awkwardness. You're gonna have to feel that you probably come across as weird sometimes. I mean, but that's part of the process, right? That's like part of the learning process. So you're gonna have
Yeah.
to push yourself.
Yeah, I agree. And as long as you are too worried to get rejected, then it will just put so much pressure on you that you won't take action. But if you actually flip the script around and start seeing rejection for what it is, just a learning experience, because you can learn new things every time you get rejected. Or sometimes you can look, oh, okay, I should have said this instead. This is actually where I also grow, right?
Self reflections. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for this interview. I really appreciate it.
You're
That you
welcome,
had the
Jacob.
time for it. For it.
Okay.
And you
You're welcome, Jacob.
gave me some valuable information here. So yeah, thanks a lot for that.
Great. Thank you.
Alright, if you feel inspired of this video, then give it a like and subscribe, because that will really help my YouTube channel out, and that way I can reach more people. And if you're thinking, oh, this was some valuable information, but how do I put it into my situation? How do I actually implement these things in my situation? If you want me to take a look at your situation, then you can book a free consultation call with me. All you have to do is to click the link in the description. That will bring you to a page. Read what is on that page, because it's really important information to get you started. And that way you can learn a lot of things that really helps me and my clients to succeed in this. And on the bottom of that page, there's an application. Fill that out. That will take you 2 minutes. And then I know if and how I can help you out in your situation. The call will be for free, so no worries, no international charges whatsoever. So take action today, because it's all about taking action and starting your self-development journey. So book the free consultation call today, and maybe talk very soon, and bye bye.